watching me? Do I know who's watching me? Wait, first of all, is somebody watching me right now? Yes. Who do I know who's watching me? Yes. Is it one of my friends? No.
If you're positive, you better bless this space. If you are negative, you better get up out my face. If you are positive, you better bless this space. If you are negative, you better get up out my face. If you are positive, you better bless our space. If you are negative, you better get up out our faces. Ooh.
Period.
Cleansing vibe, cleansing. Ah, you found your selenite. Yay. We are back in the building again.
Okay. Yay! Hello, everybody. If you are new here, I am Azari.
And I am Space, the witch.
And this is Witches and Weebs, where the otaku lifestyle, spirituality, fandom, and witchcraft all come together to create a harmonious community of witches and weebs and everything in between. We dive into all things mystical, magical, pop culture, witchy, weeby, anything under the sun considered fun. So if you are here, thank you for joining us on our journey to betterment, and we hope that you have as much fun as we do. Jazz hands.
Jazz hands. Jazz hands. Jazz hands. Already, this is another Mystic Monday. We will be talking, obviously, about October's moon phases and planetary transits. I want to issue the apologies that we definitely missed September. Oopsies.
We sure fucking did.
It just got left off the calendar, and once it's not on the calendar, it is forgotten about.
Honestly.
Whoosh. So promise that we will have the rest of them on the calendar from here on out. Now, if you enjoy this video, please consider leaving a comment, liking it, hitting down below, and hitting that subscribe button and maybe the little notification bell if you want to be first in line. Since you're here, have you looked into the moon phases and the transits, or do you have one that you're looking forward to? And how do you plan on using them in your practices if you choose to? Now, Mia.
Okay.
Take us away.
Let's start with October 4th with the waxing gibbous in Pisces. If you have been watching our Mystic Mondays, you already know what the waxing gibbous already is. So this phase is a phase where you want to stay confident, because with Pisces, you might start feeling insecure. Those feelings of insecurity start kind of bubbling up, and you kind of just want to start being mindful of your surroundings and being perceptive of what's around you. Don't dive into things impulsively. Don't dive into impulsive decision making, because Pisces is the sign of illusion, and it's really easy to kind of get that foggy brain going and make decisions based off of conjecture rather than what's in front of your face. So you really want to avoid doing that. You also want to explore creatively within your spirituality. Anything that you've already done in your practices, in your spiritual journey, you might want to take another leap, another step, and do things that are outside your comfort zone, things that you haven't considered, or things that you have considered but you've been scared to do because it doesn't really align with your comfort. You want to step out of that. During this phase, don't feel discouraged if you're not inspired enough to create. That's okay. Use your resources, use what's around you to help jumpstart that creativity, or use reality as a resource and inspiration to help you create. The best kind of creation is things that come from reference. You cannot create without reference, and if you do, you probably have it subconsciously in your mind already that you're pulling from. So just be mindful of that.
You have to, this is why mindful consumption is really important, because this is where you get your ideas from for creation.
Yep.
You need to consume less than you create, but you need to use the time that you consume to create.
Yes, you want to use that to fuel your creativity.
Balance.
Yeah. In terms of spells and practices, this is a good moon for building up creative energies that will fuel your inspiration, your imagination, or your motivation. So any creative spells that you have, like I've got one that I'm making soon. I'm definitely going to try and do it on this moon. Or anything that will just allow you to get that burst of energy to write your story, draw your art, make that music, any kind of artistic, what's the word? Outlet. Any sort of artistic outlet you might want to consider either emphasizing or working on during this phase. And then we've got October 6th. The full moon is in Aries. So you want to be patient because Aries is a very impulsive, very initiative, temper, fiery sign.
Oof.
So you don't want to rush into solutions here. You want to process things and proceed at a reasonable pace. Again, this aligns with not being impulsive. As much as you want to charge in head first because you feel like you have all the answers, you don't. You need to sit and think about the bigger picture and then take the initiative when you are ready. Don't just dive in, because if it's shallow, you're going to hit your head. And if you don't know how to swim, you're going to drown. So please do it when you're ready. Don't do it when you just, feelings, gotta go. Think logically and emotionally. Don't just do one. Don't just do the other. You want everything to be balanced and intertwined.
Yes, absolutely feel your feelings and then be like, okay, why did I feel like that? And now I can figure out exactly how to deal with those feelings logically.
Exactly. Process in all types of ways and then vent.
Yes.
Process and then vent. Because if you vent first without processing, you might cause
you didn't
issues.
Process. And you didn't process.
Exactly.
So, and then on to also in October 6th, we will be getting a Mercury in the spicy water sign of Scorpio.
Spicy water.
When Mercury, spicy water, why is it spicy? When Mercury hits Scorpio, there will be things that won't really surprise you. Your intuition and your instincts will be heightened, and you'll be more inclined to analyze situations. Analyze situations to see the bigger picture. Expect deeper and transformative conversations during this time. Now is the time for research. Ooh, okay, I understand something now. Anything catches your eye, learn more about it. Mm-hmm. And that could be anything. Just learn something. Knowledge is power. Ignorance is not bliss. It is that deep.
It is that deep. Don't let nobody tell you it's not that deep, because that's not for them to decide.
It's not for them to decide. It's as deep as you make it. And also, it just shows you that they're pretty shallow.
Yep. Oof. This is also definitely...
I thought we were trying to swim here.
Yeah. It's a very good time to have deep conversations with your friends. Mercury is the planet of communication. And with Scorpio being a sign of transformation, you might have conversation with your friends that might open up a new door for each other. You might see each other in a different light, a different perspective. You're going to look at your friend like, damn, I never noticed this about you. That's kind of cool.
And also, it could be in a different light. You might find out that you and a friend don't really go hand in hand. It could be either or, but transformative conversations make us better as people.
Yes, it does.
Even if they are hard to be truly vulnerable and have those conversations, they are very, very important, and I need you to do them. Do the uncomfortable thing. I did the uncomfortable thing. Ooh, spooky.
You can't say that you're improving if you are not letting yourself sit in the discomfort. If everything is comfortable, you are not progressing, you are not learning. You have to be uncomfortable.
There has to be days where you are uncomfortable, because that is a sign of growth. So from there, from growing on October 6th, we will go to October 8th and the waning gibbous in Taurus, which fits in with our last little thing about accepting the change that happens after the transformative conversations, for good or worse. Change is safe. Rejection is redirection. Change is safe. New things are tough because you have to learn somehow. If you don't do the tough thing, it only gets harder. Ooh. If you don't do the hard thing now, it only gets harder. We were just talking. Go first.
I want to use cleaning up your space as an example. The more you procrastinate, the more mess keeps building and building and building, and the more you're going to have to clean. So if you just pick your struggle. Okay, and if you're gonna pick a struggle, pick the beneficial struggle. Clean your room now, so the next batch of dirt and clothes and whatever is not as hard to clean up because you're not piling it on top of each other. Do the hard thing.
And to reference a lovely TikTok lady, how long does it really take?
Ugh.
Time yourself. You might be procrastinating something that takes literally 10 minutes of your time.
Quite literally. Ow.
So, how long does it really take? It's okay to yearn for stability, but do not force it. You do not have to be stable where it does not suit you. You shouldn't be stable where it does not suit you. Release what does not coincide with self-respect. Do not seek worth in material things, and money only buys temporary happiness. Yes, we understand, broke bitches, we need our money, but money is energy. Think of it that way. Mm-hmm. Think that you need more energy coming into your life. And that could be just friends doing good, nice things for you, taking you to the airport when they need to. When you allow your friends to be burdened by you, you allowed your friends to know that you are a safe space to unleash their burdens as well.
Ooh, I remember I heard on TikTok and it hurt my feelings. And someone was like, you can't shadow work unless you want to be seen with your shadow. You have to be seen with your shadow, because if you look behind you, you can't see what's in front of you. And if you look in front of you, you can't see what's behind you. But do you know who can? Your homies. Your homies can. And that's why you always need a person to help you shadow work, because they can see what you can't see.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You cannot do all of your shadow work by yourself. You need a support system. Mm-hmm. Because unfortunately, we have to be triggered to heal.
Amen.
We have to be triggered and find out why we feel like this and figure out how to fix it. And even if that means being triggered at the world at large, because, poo-poo caca, we understand. As you should. Righteous anger, righteous fury, it does stuff. You shouldn't be, to not be angry at the face of something in the face of injustice is immoral in itself. To not be angry at the face of injustice is immoral itself.
Ignorance ain't bliss, y'all.
So, back onto what we were talking about. A waning moon in Taurus invites you to release your inhibitions and learn to be fine with change. Any kind of change, good, bad, positive, any kind of change that comes into your life. While it can cause a moment of instability, of uncomfortableness, a shaky foundation cannot be rebuilt if it does not first crumble. Learn to be comfortable with the discomfort. This is a great moon for a self-love spell where you release what does build towards self-respect.
Or what does not.
And
my bad.
Ooh, nope, it's okay. Ooh, beat me up, bitch. This moon is a great moon to do a self-love spell where you release what does not build towards self-respect, confidence, and love. Because yes, you need to love yourself first before anybody's going to really love you, because you're going to hide bits and pieces of yourself that you don't love. So they can't love the real you because you don't show the whole real you to them. Ooh. That's what that saying's about.
Ooh, this is making me feel things.
Ooh, I'm cooking today. Yeah. Ooh, I'm cooking today.
This is making me feel... I can feel it in my face and in my chest and in my throat.
I am cooking today.
What my chakras doing? Stop it. Oh, my chakras are chakring. All right. From there, October 13th, we have the last quarter in Cancer, which is finding safety in the mundane.
Oh, I'm blinded. Unplugged? Okay, I'm better.
With obviously the moon in Cancer being in home, it's going to be incredibly easy to overthink things because now your emotions are heightened. You want to avoid overthinking. You want to nurture loved ones and release the past trauma that hinders you growing and hinders you being able to nurture and releasing trauma. No, it's not easy, and no, it's not going to happen within a day. But if you don't even allow yourself the first baby steps to get there, then you can't be surprised, Pikachu, when you are being held back by your trauma and letting it interfere with everything that you've got going on. Learn to forgive. You don't have to forget, but do not let those memories consume you. The moment you let all your hatred and all your ill intention and all your negative feelings consume you, you are no better than the people who have traumatized you. You want to be better than them. And if that means forgiving them without actually forgetting what they did, then do so. No, you don't have to shake their hand and kiss their toes and hug them and tell them that it's okay to forgive them. Just forgive them and forgive yourself for allowing them to even take you out of your power like that. You also want to try and perform more homebody activities to feel at peace, such as cooking, cleaning, gardening, anything that you would do every day that doesn't necessarily coincide with magic, but magic can also be mundane. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise.
Gardening is how I paid tribute to Gaia.
Me too. I got some nice basil growing on my balcony.
I got to pluck some fucking tomatoes. Speaking of,
I want to grow some tomatoes. Cancer is all about emotion, family, and your home, whether it be your biological family or your found family or those you love or whatever, and places you feel most comfortable at. Those are your safe spaces. Don't assume your experience is also everyone else's experience. The world is not just black and white. Everyone is not you. You are not everyone. You may share similar experiences, but it's not always going to be an exact one-to-one. So be mindful of that too. This moon is a great moon for unbinding spells to remove negative presences and people from your life to allow your growth. So get those candles, do that detachment spell, do the unbinding spell, do the who's texting me? Put the twine on the candle, burn it, release. It's all about releasing.
Absolutely. You have got to let people go when you are on this kind of journey. Mm-hmm. This kind of journey is lonely right now because not a lot of people are waking. I mean, actually, I think quite a few people are starting to wake up. So we might not be too lonely for too long.
Yep.
But you are either going to be the positive force into people's growth and people's evolution, or you are going to be the trigger that makes a bad friendship break. And that's okay.
And that is okay.
Sometimes it needs to happen.
I personally do not believe in coincidences. I think that everything happens for a reason. And so if that 5-year friendship that you had is crumbling down because you realize that your friend wasn't actually your friend or just didn't have your best interests at heart, it's gonna suck and it's gonna hurt, but you gotta let them go. You have to let them go, but also tell them why you're letting them go. Don't just ghost them and expect them to know what they did wrong, because how are they supposed to grow with you or beside you if you're not telling them and triggering them into becoming a better person?
You have to let people know about themselves. Kindness is letting people know about themselves, even if it hurts the both of you, because it's better than letting people go around acting up, acting silly, and hurting others in the process and making it worse. Mm-hmm. An eye for an eye makes the whole world blind. And if any of you are superhero fans, I hope you learned something from Superman, that kindness is punk rock and makes the world better.
How funny that you mentioned that, because also in October 13th, we've got Venus at home in Libra, which means that it's time to cultivate that harmonious balance. Nurture your relationships, nurture your friendships, nurture any kind of relationship that you have with anybody, while also making sure to nurture yourself. It's not fair that you're helping people and you are not practicing what you preach. If you're going to help people, make sure that you are helping yourself in that exact same way, because if it's working for them, it's going to work for you. Duh. Come on. It's your advice. Practice what you preach. Heed your own words. Be charmful. be compassionate, and do away with aggression and negativity, especially because we're going to have that point in Aries, that full moon in Aries. Yeah, you want to make sure that you're staying compassionate. You want to make sure that you're staying mindful, and you want to spread positivity, and you want to spread love. You don't want to spread negativity, and you don't want to spread hate, because that's not what's going to make people better. Hate breeds hate. You can't expect to fix things with hate and then be surprised Pikachu when everyone is hateful.
Yep, hate breeds hate. Hate breeds hate. And I forgot what I was going to say. You said it so nicely that I don't really have to say anything else. So, to October 15th, we have the waning crescent in Leo. Release your ego. Boo. You don't have to have the answers to everything except help. Oh, boo.
Oh, man. Independence.
It's okay to have some dependency on people, unfortunately. Ain't that crazy?
Community.
We can't do everything by ourselves. The funny part is humanity never did anything by themselves, actually, up until like 50 years ago. So I don't know why we're acting like we have to do everything by ourselves.
Trauma.
And even like, yes, introverts existed, but they still would like accept help. Like people would bring them food, people would bring them stuff to their house, but they stayed in their house mostly. But they still had a community. They just didn't have people, like, they would understand.
Yeah, it's like if you're...
Homie don't like to talk to people, it's okay.
If you're an introvert...
But he makes a great quiche.
Like, if you're an introvert and you're hungry, but you don't feel like going outside, guess what? You're door dashing. And what is door dash? Somebody coming to give you food. Whether it doesn't have to be your friend. The fact of the matter is, it's somebody helping you.
It's dependency.
With what you need. Exactly.
Don't lose yourself trying to impress others. If they don't love you at your worst, they're not going to love you at your best either. I hate to break it to you.
And they don't deserve to see you at your best, because they don't deserve to reap the benefits of you being better.
Stay true to yourself. Remember to stay true to how you feel inside after dealing with it logically. Just a reminder. And accept criticism. Sometimes, unfortunately, we don't need hype men. True friends tell us where we went wrong.
Ooh, yup. I will never be
in
your
private.
Yes man, but I will be your hype man.
I will be your hype man in public, and then we'll be like, okay, come back here. What the fuck are you doing?
Are you okay? You good? You alright?
Are you acting up? Why are you acting up like this?
I taught you better.
But in private. I will always do it in private, and that's exactly where it needs to be. But accept criticism for yourself. Sometimes we don't handle situations the best. With the moon in Leo, getting lost in your ego sometimes comes naturally. You go out to seek validation and freeze up when you're put on the spot to continue performing because you didn't think about this far. Mm-hmm. Don't allow yourself the need to please people overshadow how you feel about yourself. However, it is okay to be told by others that you are wrong so long as it's not malicious. Mm-hmm. And it's for your best interests. You have to be very careful who you accept advice from, because some people don't have your best interest at heart.
And some people just want to watch the world burn and you part of it. Oh.
Release your ego and learn how to be proud of yourself. This is a great moon phrase for shadow working. You don't need to do shadow work alone. Yes, some of it can be done alone. So if you don't have anybody to work with it, you can, but try not to. Try to work against somebody that can pick at where you maybe are being too harsh at yourself, mm-hmm. or maybe where you're not harsh enough. You're a little delulu. Like, I want to be able to bench press 250 pounds. And Mia goes, bitch, you can't even do 10 push-ups.
Yeah, let's try the 10 push-ups first and then work our way up to the 200 pounds.
Exactly. See, someone needs to be there to do that for you. From there, from the 15th, we are all the way into the 21st before anything happens. The new moon in Libra. Live with the bad. Don't avoid your shadow, because it's just gonna boil up and then you're gonna have a crash out. And then you're the bad guy.
Yup.
So the thing is, you can use your shadow in ways that benefit you. So you don't have to avoid it. Bring issues to light. This is where you use your shadow. If somebody has to fucking be told about themselves, tell them about themselves. Rather than sweeping it under the rug. Build trust with yourself to find balance. Find yourself one of these.
Yeah, we have an episode about trusting your pendulum somewhere.
This is my new best friend. I fucking read all kind of people for filth in the last week with this shit.
Amen. This thing, it don't have all the answers, but it has the answers that I need.
It doesn't have all of them, but it has every question. It has answered it 100%. Don't be afraid to disrupt your peace, because sometimes your peace is not always really that peaceful. You're holding on by a string, bitch. A lot of misinterpretation around protecting your peace stems from the fear of tackling issues needing to be addressed. Instead of talking about things, you run from things under the guise of protecting my peace. When, if you could just talk about it, you won't even have to worry about it the next time it comes up, because now it's not an issue.
Exactly.
You have healed that bit in you. In order to achieve true peace, you must acknowledge the bad, including the trauma, the unresolved issue, or anything that impedes your growth. Spells. A new moon is a great, again, shadow working as well. Use the new moon to attract what your desires and goals you want to achieve, while also staying true to yourself and establishing those boundaries you don't want others to cross. And remember, boundaries are not boundaries until they are told to somebody.
Yep. Exactly.
If you don't tell somebody shit, they don't know shit.
And what does that mean? That means not sweeping the issues under the rug. If you're sweeping these issues under the rug and then you're mad at somebody for crossing that boundary that you didn't establish, that's your fault for not bringing the issue to light. That is what this moon is for.
Exactly. Whoa, it all lines up.
Lazy.
Magic.
Whoa. Wow.
And then one guy talking about aliens every time something lines up in magic. I'm just like,
like, it's crazy. It's almost like this is supposed to be happening. All right, so now on to October 22nd. Neptune goes direct. Thank fuck. If life felt a bit too harsh and real, it was because Neptune was in its Gatorade phase. Fuck you, Neptune,
she's
for
getting
making
spicy
shit
out here.
Hurt. If shit hurt more than usual, it's because this motherfucking Neptune was in motherfucking retrograde, okay? We couldn't be Delulu because we're like, damn, that's kind of stupid. Yeah, it was Neptune's fault. It was Neptune's fault. Now that it's direct, we're able to explore our whimsy and all of our daydreams again. But that does not mean forget about the experiences that reality taught you. Just because you can think freely again doesn't mean, again, you brush it under the rug and act like it doesn't exist. It served its purpose to give you some sort of lesson.
Incorporate it.
Exactly, incorporate it. It gave you a lesson.
And how to
Go ahead.
Shape your dream reality. Incorporate that shadow so that you can dream better.
Yep.
And dream more true to you. Sorry.
You're fine. Like, that literally, it means you want to shape the reality that you want. And you can't shape the reality that you want if you're not being true to who you are and staying true to yourself. See the beauty in the world behind its harshness and use that as fuel to help better it. You might not be able to help the entire world, but you can start by helping your space. And what
the
you
little
are around.
itty bitty, like, even if you know 10 people, you can start with bettering those 10 people's lives, because those 10 people might be like, damn, my life is better now. Let me help my other friend that you don't know. Now they're going off to do exactly what you did for them, because they're in a better place. So they start taking out their friend who is not in so hot of a place and giving their friend life. That's all you need to do, is help one person's life and the world starts to heal.
Yep. The domino effect is real. The domino effect is real. You help someone, they help someone, and so on and so forth.
I literally just did this to somebody. because they were like, you triggered me and I realized that you were right. So I went to go talk to this friend, and this friend is now coming to talk to me, who apparently slighted me. I don't remember it, so I don't care.
You gotta start small. You can have
But domino
big dreams.
effect.
Yep. You can have big dreams, but you have to start small. You can't just and expect to be okay. If you try to do this, you will expend all your energy and you are setting yourself up for disappointment. Start small.
I reminded somebody that sometimes you'll have another one of my friends is kind of going through it, and I just told them that sometimes you might just have negative spoons. They're in the dishwasher or they're in the dirty dishes and you got to clean them. So you'll get them back eventually, but sometimes you just have negative spoons.
And that is okay.
You use them up, and that's okay. It happens. They will come back to you.
Mm-hmm. Also on October 22nd, the sun is going to be in Scorpio. Scorpio is doing the damn business this month. It's time to heal. Take that wounded ego and put it to the side as you become one with your higher self. Scorpio, as we always emphasize, is the zodiac sign of transformation, meaning that all of the shadows that your ego harbors must come to light and be dealt with. Stop sweeping them things under the rug, people. You cannot be surprised when you're not growing if you are not actually addressing your issues. I cannot stress that enough. We cannot stress that enough. All of the jealousy and manipulation and whatever will serve as a lesson to further your path of becoming a better person. And with that, you want to focus on your desires and feel as if you have already obtained them. Dig deeper into yourself and who you are and the person that you want to become. Again, you cannot rebuild a foundation unless it crumbles first. You can't expect the shaky foundation to help you grow, and then you're teetering on the edge of whatever, and then suddenly, boom, I have no plan. Now what? You rebuild. That's it. Tower card.
That's it. Now you learned what doesn't work. You go on to find something else.
Yep.
That's all.
That's it.
Oh, right. Okay, I'm next. I forgot. So from there, from October 22nd, we go to October 24th, which is the waxing crescent in Sagittarius. Now it's time to work on building up your goals from the foundation that you started on 22nd. Write down a list of aspirations for things that you have. Imagine yourself in that future. You have to be able to visualize it and that could even be walking around, role playing with yourself in your living room at 2:00 in the morning.
Mm-hmm. Do that fake interview.
Some people do the fake interview. Do the fake press release of whatever. Do all of that acting it out because it sets you up to be in that energy one day. You're practicing now for later. And if you can't visualize it, act it out. And that makes visualizing much easier if you're acting it out. I'm going to be real with you. Find innovative ways to achieve your goals. Whatever you are out there trying to do, and you think, I can't do this because I don't have blah, 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 blah. Figure out a way to get blah, 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 blah. Figure out a way to get around that if you need to. Yep. Get a certificate if you can't get a college degree. Can't think on the fly. Oh, goodness me.
If you don't, if there are jobs that don't require a degree and it coincides with something that you want to do, consider going there first. You know, everybody, again, has big dreams, but you can't achieve those big dreams until you start taking those baby steps first.
Baby steps are so important because it makes it easier to take the bigger steps later.
Yep. It makes
you practicing those baby steps.
Starting is the hard part.
Starting is the hard part. Keeping going once the momentum is started is much easier. Keep your eye on the bigger picture. Keep your eye on the horizon. Don't worry about all the little steps because then you'll start getting, I'm overwhelmed. Yep. I must stop. Mm-hmm. And once you stop, it gets harder to start again.
Ain't that the fucking truth?
With the waxing crescent in Sagittarius, this phase is inviting you to live your truth and live in your dreams. Sagittarius, ruled by Jupiter, invites us to be optimistic during this time and find creative ways to achieve our dreams. If what you were doing before hasn't yielded any results, perhaps it's time to find an innovative way to get somewhere.
Whoa. It's like Sagittarius is the sign of expansion, and Sagittariuses don't like being in a bubble. So what do? They get out of the bubble. If you have Sagittarius friends who always doing some bullshit, it's because they're Sagittarius.
Because they just want to get out of their bubble. They want to experience things.
They always trying
the waxing
shit.
phase. The waxing phase is often associated with exploring dreams, so any workings that involve bringing those to fruition are great. So any workings that involve bringing those to fruition are great for this moon. This is also a great phase for divination. From there, we jump a whole 7 days, a whole week to October 29th. Ooh, day before spooky time. Day before I almost said it. Samhain. I almost said it. Here's the funny part. I find it funny, so now I want to say it because it's funny.
Kiki. Unironically, Samhain.
Unironically, Samhain. I just think it's so funny. Okay, October 29th, first quarter in Aquarius. Engage socially. Engage socially. Don't isolate from your friends. Use others as a means to gauge your emotions, because they'll be able to tell you about yourself.
Yes.
Hey, you feeling kind of way? You're talking weird.
No. Yes.
Yes. Talk to them about it. Allow your friends to be burdened by you so they know that they can burden you when the time is right. Mm-hmm. Allow others to help you process your emotions. Once you've felt your feelings, then you go to them and be like, hey, am I right to be feeling like this? And then they either be like, you're acting up, or they'll be like, fuck yeah, you are. What the fuck?
Oh, those are the best kind of friends, to be honest.
Exactly. You gotta go find yourself a friend that'll react exactly like that.
Yes.
Either you were acting out. You need to relax. It's not that. This time, not that deep for you. Like, you got a weird thing on fucking online and you're having a crash out over it. Relax. Or someone did something really awful and you're like being way too nice about it, and the friend's like, I need you to start acting up.
Like, listen, sometimes it's okay to crash out.
Sometimes they deserve it.
Literally. That's where shadow comes in. And if they have exhausted every single love and light that you have given them, there's no more light. It's time for the shadow. They've obscured this light, and if they want the shadow, give them that shadow.
Especially if you see, like, here's the thing. You can give people multiple chances if you see improvement in between those chances. Mm-hmm. If you don't see any improvement, don't give them a second chance. But if you see them growing, give them all the grace in the world, because you can tell that they are trying. You cannot cut people off after the first mistake if they are trying. If they have been better for several weeks and then they make a mistake and you're like, oh, no, you know what you fucking did. No, because they've been good for 3 or 4 weeks and you fucking, I don't know, time. I'm bad at time. Don't ask me. Don't go at it alone. You don't need to go alone. Aquarius is the sign of independence, so you may feel compelled to ignore. Oh my goodness, my tongue is tied. Oh fuck. Ugh. Is that trying to tell me something? Damn, it said yes. I'll talk to it later. Meaning you may feel compelled to ignore strong emotions. Use the presence of others to help you deal with emotions you can't normally identify, and learn to understand them so you can easily acknowledge and deal with them accordingly. If that means crashing out, that means crashing out. If that means maybe I just need to go cry in my bedroom for a little bit, that means go cry in your bedroom for a little bit.
Protect your peace in a reasonable way, which means, you're going to have to communicate. Can't sweep it under the rug. You can't ignore it. You can't just block people. You can't just ghost people without it giving them some sort of explanation.
Hey, and you can give them the explanation and still be like, I just want to tell you, we're done. I wanted to let you know why. I'm not interested in pursuing this anymore. I just wanted to give you that closure. See you later. They take that and either be a good person and respect the boundary and go learn, or they push it and then you just block. But giving people no answers is not cool. It's immature. Not communicating is immature. Not using your big girl words when you have big girl words in your brain is immature.
Don't be one of those, I love communication. Communication is key, head ass motherfuckers, and then do everything but that.
Literally, I see so many people. I love communication. Hard block on the first slight.
Like, what kind of communication do you love, buddy? Because this ain't it.
This ain't it at all.
This ain't it whatsoever. Okay, also on October 29th, we have Mercury in Sagittarius. I don't have anything written here, so we're just gonna do this on the fly. Sagittarius is a sign of expansion. Mercury is a sign of communication, which means that obviously you're gonna have to find new ways to talk to people. Find new people
you're
to
gonna
want
to
to
yap.
Be social. Go out to that party. Go out to that concert. Make new friends. Mercury in Sagittarius is something that will allow you to want to look deeper within what you have already and be like, I think I deserve more. A Sagittarius doesn't know how to sit the fuck still, and that's what you need to embody. You don't want to sit in your bed and rot. You don't want to doom scroll all day. Oh my God, I'm calling myself out. You don't want to just do nothing. You want to get up. You want to be social. You want to do things.
I'm attacked. I'm attacked. I felt that in myself. I'm like, ouch.
You want
should have stabbed me.
You want to be silly. You want to be fun and kooky. Your Sagittarius friends are kooky. Your Sagittarius friends are,
always doing something. They're always doing something cracked out, and you're like, what the fuck are you doing?
I'm just gonna say
I don't know, but I'm having fun.
Sagittariuses are crackheads, and I mean that in the most loving way possible. Y'all need to sit the fuck down.
Honestly, if you get an unhealed Sagittarius is a literal crackhead. But a healed Sagittarius, most fun motherfucker you're ever going to meet, and they are going to change your life.
Yep, and that is what you want to embody.
Because they're always doing something crazy, and 9 times out of 10, they're just like, do you want to come with me? I got 2 tickets.
Yep.
Sure.
Yep. This is a time where you want to open up these doors. This is the time where you want to get out of your comfort zone and do the thing that you never imagined, or again, like I said earlier, that you did imagine, but you were just afraid to do. Now is the time where you want to be that person. It's okay to be Delulu. It's all right to be Delulu right now. You want to live in this Mercury as long as you can to make to cultivate your happiness, cultivate your joy, cultivate what brings you that childlike wonder. And then we're on to October 31st with the waxing gibbous in Pisces. Happy Halloween.
Halloween. This
phase is a phase
where
Samhain. This is a phase where you want to deepen your intuition. You want to ask yourself, have you planned the innovative ways that you plan to achieve your goals? Are they new and are they creative? And are those ways, oh my God, English is hard. Are they ways that are something outside of your comfort zone? Don't become complacent with the same old, same old. Same old is boring. Change is fun. Change is uncomfortable, but change is good. Strive for difference. Strive to be different. Strive for things that you would not normally consider. I'm going to emphasize this to the day I die. Sometimes the Lulu is the Solulu. If you want to dream big, but also be realistic, because you got to take them baby steps. You can't just expect to, be this, that, and the
Here's
third.
the thing. Dream big and bring your big start breaking it down with your realism.
Yep.
How do I get to that big?
Yep.
That's what you need to ask yourself. Not be like, oh, it's too big, it's too delulu. No, how do I get to that delulu? Then you start taking those baby steps because you start figuring out answers and stuff to do.
Yep. Dream big, start small. Yeah. Happy Halloween again! This moon is the moon where the Pisces is drawing in that Neptunian energy because Pisces is ruled by Neptune, and it allows us to place ourselves in our goal and live them out using our dreams. So if you've got any herbs, crystals, or anything that will enhance your dreams, if you're someone who likes lucid dreaming and you can do it safely, put yourself in a position where you can see yourself in that big goal that you have thought about. Daydream heavily about what you want, and slowly, hold on, I want to add on to this, because now that Neptune is direct, this is going to be a lot easier to do now. If Neptune was still in retrograde, this would be a little difficult. But now
this will be a little spicy.
Yeah, but now that Neptune is direct, this will definitely give you more leverage to be able to do this heavy daydreaming. Yeah, daydream about what you want to become, and slowly become that version of yourself so you can perfectly slot yourself in that position when the time comes. I don't want to use this term, but it's the best term that I can think of right now. You are grooming yourself to put yourself in that position where you have dreamed of being. So this would be a great moon for glamour magic. We have an episode of Glamour Magic if you want to go check that out, because that also coincides with Neptunian energy, which rules illusion.
Ooh,
crazy.
We'll also have a really good episode out by this time that will have a person you can invoke for this moon. Ooh.
But also, it's Halloween. What do you do on Halloween? You dress up. Exactly.
You don't have to dress in costume if you're not going out to trick or treat. Dress yourself up as the person you want to be. Set that for the next year until next Halloween, and you can do it again. Mm-hmm. Or you can dress up. Who cares?
If it makes you feel good and it makes you feel sexy or it makes you feel confident, you do it. Dress up in that. Do your glamour magic. Take that bubble bath. Speak on yourself in the mirror. Do the makeup. Do your nails. Do the color magic. Do all of it. Invoke magic within your makeup. Invoke magic within your food, your kitchen witchery, your plants. Glamour magic. Build that shit up. You got yourself a nice illusion sandwich. Yummy.
Yes.
And that will be all for today with October transits.
Yes, please let us know below which spells you might be thinking about doing on our recommendations. Or if you're still not sure that you want to work with the moon phases, just let us know how you like these episodes. Ask us any questions. Ask us if there's specific planets you want us to talk about, and planet transits if you want us to talk about when they come up. It's not every time. Those come up once in a blue moon.
Yeah. These are for the month. But if you are interested in the transits overall, leave a comment and we will be more than willing to do some shorts about it, some episodes about it, any kind of...
There's a lot to talk about. Yeah. We could do tons of stuff about that.
Yeah.
For sure. What are we recording next?
Tomorrow we will be recording Freerin, but by the time this episode comes out, we are probably going to have Freerin this week. And we might have our super cool, super special fan craft episode this week too. We're gonna have to look at the calendar. The one that we referenced
in this one.
Yeah, we're gonna have to look at the calendar and see what's going on. But just know, you'll know if you turn on that notification bell when you subscribe to Witches and Weebs. Please thumbs up this video if you liked it and leave a comment. And again, subscribe, turn that notification bell on so you know when we are uploading new videos, because who doesn't want to be first in line for an episode of Witches and Weebs? We do, because we
leave you guys with some cleansing energy.
Yes, we hope that you enjoyed this episode. We hope that you will work on becoming better and work to achieve your dreams by using these moon phases and these planetary transits in your practices, so on and so forth.
And do them motherfucking spells, my guy.
Yeah, for the aspiring lunar witches, we really hope that you are taking this episode and using it to your advantage to work with these energies that are coming with these phases. And all the planetary witches, if you are using these planetary transits in your magic as well, that's wonderful. We would love to see what you have been working on. All right, Space, take us out. Oh, wait, no, it's my turn. Hold on. Woo! Remember,
yes.
everybody, please practice. I'm so used to Fandom Friday that I totally fucking forgot about this. Practice wisely, practice safely, and may all of your positive affirmations and manifestations just come to fruition because your real magic is real.
You're so ugly. That's so ugly. Okay, actually kidding. You're beautiful. We're beautiful. Actually, I'm a cutie patootie. I don't think I'm not sexy. I'm a cutie patootie. I'm a hella cutie.
I'm biased, so.
But like she was saying, magic is real. So please stay magical, stay mystical, and stay whimsical. We will see you next time.
Bye, everybody. Enjoy the moon phases. Happy Halloween next month.
Woo! Yay! Happy Samhain.
Happy Samhain.
Oh my god.